One of our pastor by the name Remi Tinubu, the wife of Pablo Escobar, your president, she has come out to lambast Nigerians. She said her husband is not the cause of the hardship in the country. Her husband is not the cause of the hunger we are going through. When I heard that, I was saying, well, maybe I'm the cause, maybe you are the cause. Maybe we are the cause of his bad policies that is inflicting pains in Nigeria. Maybe we are the cause of his bad policies that is subjecting Nigerians to hunger. Maybe we are the cause of the bad policy that made it to stand as a single man said, subsidy is removed on his day of swearing in without adequate plans in place to elevate poverty, adequate plans in place, alternative. Maybe we are the cause of all the lies he's using, even to the extent Arise TV, Labour Party has come out to say that your president Pablo Escobar, the certificate forger, is lying. All right, she didn't stop there. She proceeded to donate 1 billion naira to the Oni of Ife. And I asked, the last time I checked, I don't know the business this woman is into. She's just the wife of the president. Could that be the money of taxpayers? If you ask me now, I go ask. All right, Rufai Oseni, Ruben Abati, Abiola of Arise TV, they've done justice to this matter. Please watch this video to the end. As you watch, like it so that Facebook and YouTube can recommend it. Please keep sharing it until all Nigerians see the shenanigans of our leaders at the end of affair.
All right, good morning to you viewers. Let's begin what's trending in Nigeria. As the country continues to grapple with the realities of a fully deregulated economy, a cross-section of Nigerians have shared their frustration on the new pump price of petrol. Let's listen to this man.
Since where our president we've not achieved anything. When Jonathan was there, we buy fuel 180, 97 naira. Valley left, he left the fuel at the rate of 180. But now we are buying fuel 1,001 in Bovas. NNPC is 1,025 naira. Other filling station 1,413, which is all of us that we are doing transportation. We didn't see anything to benefit.
Well, Nigerians are reacting. Well, in the same vein, the president of the Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, has highlighted the impact of his $20 billion refinery, saying that people have actually appreciated what they have done. Dangote made the comments when he received the Prime Minister of Grenada, Dickon Mitchell, at the refinery on Thursday to discuss a possible partnership in the Caribbean country.
A lot of countries have actually tried to build refineries, but we have been able to deliver. Most countries have failed. They have not been able to. Just like what I said, we didn't start alone. Mexico started. Mexico might not finish till 2026. So it means that, yes, we have actually done well. They are very proud that, yes, a black person like them from the Caribbean, I'm a Nigerian, but we've been able to deliver. And I think also to them, this is a dream for them. Most of them, they've started finding oil, Suriname, Guyana, and Co. But they too are exporting 100% out and importing finished, petroleum product. And their petroleum product is almost twice the cost of even US when you look at the cost. So to them, really, they don't have any dream more than building a refinery. I don't mean this size, but something that can cater for their own demand. There are quite a lot of partnership where, the Prime Minister is not only Prime Minister of Grenada, he's also the chairman of the Caribbean states. We are looking at also cement. We are looking at petroleum, to buy maybe some crude from them, also to sell some of our petroleum products.
Alhaji Aliko Dangote here has, highlighted the same issues that we have here in Nigeria, in Grenada. They are also importing and exporting finished products. This is not a unique thing for Nigeria. Again, it's kudos to the Dangote refinery. We do have a fully deregulated economy at this point with the new pump price of petrol? Dr. Bati, before I come to you. Yes, in the same vein, the First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Remi Tinubu, on Thursday said that her husband, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is not the cause of the current hardship ravaging the country. The First Lady made the comments while speaking at the palace of the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi. She noted that the current administration was only making efforts to secure the future of the country. But you know, Nigerians will not understand this actual statement. Let me take this tweet from Babs, who wrote, "True, your husband didn't cause the hardship, but he took up the job to reduce the hardship and not to make the hardship harder for Nigerians. Nigerians are not ready for excuses. Nigerians only want to see a better life and improved economy. Nigerians expect more from your husband." Dr. Bati.
Okay, very quickly. First, I think it's a great achievement for the Dangote refinery.
Yes.
The largest single train refinery in Europe and Africa, with a capacity of producing 650,000 liters of finished petrol per day, including petrochemical plants and other distillate derivatives from the refining process. Now, the Prime Minister of Grenada was visiting. It's not just Mitchell, it's not just the Prime Minister of Grenada, he's also the chairman of the Caribbean states. And it was, part of their discussion, the Prime Minister and chairman of the Caribbean states inspecting the facility and then saying, well, there could be a strong trade deal between Dangote refinery and the Caribbean states. And it was in that context that Alhaji Aliko Dangote made it clear that, look, that trade deal will involve the Dangote refinery getting crude from the Caribbean and also selling to the Caribbean. And already, it's an international business that the Dangote refinery is running. So it's good to see that the refinery is opening up a market out there in the Caribbean. After all, Mr. Edwin Devakuma, the chief operating officer of the refinery, had made it very clear at inception that even if Nigerians do not buy from Dangote refinery, they will sell internationally, and they've exported some cargo, to Europe and to other parts of Africa. So great vision, great accomplishment, and what the only caveat is to add that the Nigerian government should also see how to support this enterprise, which provides jobs and opportunities for many Nigerians. The other issue about price, where all of us are groaning, and some people argue that subsidy is not something you say government cannot provide. If they save subsidy in petroleum, can they use that subsidy for education, for health care? Okay, I hear they are already subsidizing education and health care, but they can do more in terms of building our healthcare sector and building also our education sector. As for Mrs. Remi Tinubu, our appearance at the Obafemi Awolowo University, there have been many versions to it.
Okay.
Some people have said,
go on that, Dr. Abati, because what I talked about was, for Remi Tinubu, was about the fact that her husband should not be blamed for the hardship. And I will read that. Do you see that on the poster? Do you see? Yes, absolutely. But before I take that comment, Rufai, I think you wanted to make a quick comment on the Dangote refinery or something.
Yes, I just want to say,
quickly,
see, when you have excellence, the world will come and meet you. Yes. And I'm happy that the likes of Caribbean, Grenada, is coming to have this conversation with the Dangote refinery. And it was the Dangote refinery that spared us the blushes over these years of not being able to produce locally. So very good commendation to the Dangote refinery as regards this. We should also remember crude oil is an international business.
It's an international business, yes.
You will always need crude in any part of the world.
Absolutely.
And right on. That's just all I want to say. I really wanted to comment on somebody saying her husband is not the one causing the pain.
Yes, okay.
My question will have been, so it's me, Rufai Oseni, that is causing the pain in Nigeria. It's me that devalued the currency, removed subsidy, not solving the corruption in the NNPC, which is still showing till date. That's what even Ipman is complaining about. So it is me that went ahead and made promises and didn't keep the promises. It is me that betrayed the NLC as we speak today, telling the NLC that if I pay you 70,000, I will not increase fuel price, but now it's gone on to increase fuel price.
Right.
It is me that did all that one, Abi.
See, that's the
I
question.
must be the cause. It's not our husband.
Because he is the president of Nigeria. But again, what would I say? Kudos to Alhaji Aliko Dangote on his massive feat with that $20 billion refinery. Rufai, the First Lady also attended, Bimbai, the First Lady also attended the official commissioning of a 2.7 kilometer road constructed by the Oni of Ife and made a 1 billion naira donation to the Obafemi Awolowo University in Ile-Ife, Osun State. The First Lady expressed pride in having graduated from the university and urged the institution to uphold its integrity.
The chairman is here. As he got, he ran away because he knows I'm going to call him out. We will need his help. Because I wanted to put him on the line. And Kabiesi, between the VC and Kabiesi, I'll donate $1 billion to the school.
All right, our favorite Nigeria wife, the First Lady, is always doing the Lord's work, but it's nice to see. Only yesterday day before yesterday, we took the story of the people, the alumni of University of Ibadan donating and giving back to school. Real quick comment.
Yeah, it's beautiful to see the First Lady engaging in philanthropic work. I believe her son, Remi Tinubu, has also been involved in quite a lot of philanthropic activities recently. However, it has to be stated, can we create a country that doesn't have to depend on the whims and the goodness and the goodwill of those who have, for the have-nots to be able to meet their daily expenses and to be able to meet their daily need. Education, there's a big debate that took place in the Senate earlier this week with regards to, the Senate was saying that, the budget for education, more money needs to be poured into education. And I thought it was quite funny because at the end of the day, UNICEF says that 20% of the nation's budget should go towards education. Here in Nigeria, we're only looking at just over 6% of our annual budget, our national budget, that goes into education. So again, I think it's wonderful, those who have, when they give and they share, I think it's absolutely beautiful. However, we need to emphasize the fact that we need to create a country that now doesn't become dependent on charity and philanthropy.
Yes, you're absolutely right. And you made the point about Remi Tinubu donating. Only recently, he donated, I believe they said 10,000 indigent patients are going to benefit from the 60 tertiary health institutions in the country through his foundation. He's targeting to alleviate financial hardship for medication of over 10,000 people. It's amazing that, we keep giving at the point.
What I was going to say about Mrs. Remi Tinubu, she was in Ife for the 50th anniversary birthday celebration of the Oni of Ife, Obagunwusi III. Happy birthday to him as he clocks 50. She also, in the course of this, attended the commissioning of a 2.7 kilometer road that had been built by the Oni of Ife. It was on that occasion that she made some statements. Let me run through them quickly. Now, she donated at the Obafemi Awolowo University, our alma mater, a sum of 1 billion naira for landscaping, for maintaining infrastructure in Oni. In her capacity as a former student of the university, having lived in and studied in Moremi Hall of that university, the question is, where did she get 1 billion from? Is that from government budget? Or is it a donation from individuals to a foundation that she runs? Or is it from businesses? We would like to know the people who donated that 1 billion. We would like to know if it is a donation from companies. Which companies gave the First Lady 1 billion? And if the 1 billion naira is from her pocket, is she a businesswoman? To the best of our knowledge, she's the wife of the president. So many Nigerians will be curious about that. Then she said there's no free food for lazy people in Nigeria. That hard work, she's recommending hard work to all of us. Well, I think I'm very hardworking, and I think everybody on this table is hardworking. Our hard work has not brought us 1 billion. So this is a myth about Nigerians should work very hard and be patient. And she says Nigerians don't know what the Lord is doing in Nigeria. I know that there are people who have eyes but cannot see. But if the Lord is actually doing something concrete, we will not be suffering to buy petrol. We will not be struggling to buy loaf of bread. Then she said, in 2 years' time, that Nigerians will see what the Lord is doing. Well, we hope we will all still be in one shape by by 2 years' time.
All right.
And then it was in that context also that she said her husband did not create hardship in Nigeria. We are not saying her husband created hardship in Nigeria. We're saying that the president himself, President Tinubu, told us that he has a responsibility to fix the problem. Let him fix the problem. When he fixes the problem, we will appreciate him. And we hope very soon that his working vacation will come to an end and he will return to Nigeria, because there are serious issues about hardship not caused by our laziness. And there are also serious issues in Rivers State that is threatening to be a major test for his administration.
Well said, Dr. Abasi.
See what the Lord has done. Come and see what the Lord has done.
No, in 2 years'
Come and
time. In 2
see.
years' time.
Come and
In 2 years' time.
Dr. Abasi,
She says we
now
will
well
see.
done. Now well done.
Now well done.
Well, all right, we'll take another story. Many Nigerians have reacted to a bill seeking to empower the Federal Road Safety Corps to bear arms, which was passed second reading at the House of Representatives. The bill proposes to amend the Federal Road Safety Corps Act 2007 and establish the Road Safety Special Armed Squad. The bill, which was not debated, was unanimously voted for when put to a voice vote by Tajuddin Abbas, the Speaker of the House, eliciting a wave of reactions. You know, Nigerians have reacted because obviously we have seen, as you can see on this video, how these FRSC officials behave. There's that very, very famous video. If we can play up that soundbite really quickly, and then we'll discuss what this bill will do.
I will not allow you to. Hey, help me, help me, help me! Help me! Help me, help me, help me, help me! If they carry me, they go where I don't know. Help!
I mean, and these people, when they now bear arms, they will carry her to where?
No, I don't support
I mean, a lot of
bearing
Nigerians
arms.
have rejected the bill.
No.
Your quick comment.
No. In not too many words.
No.
No.
All right. Well, let me tell you what they said. They said the bill intends to empower the FRSC with the responsibility also for road traffic administration and safety management, preventing and minimizing road traffic crashes on public roads, supervision of users of such public roads, regulation of traffic thereon, and clearing of obstruction on any part of public roads, and for educating drivers, motorists, and other members of the public generally on proper use of public roads. I feel like if this is all the bill would empower them to do, I think that's enough. I don't know about the bearing of arms.
You know, earlier I made a comment about, the budget and disparity in how we do our budget. And then you look at the amount of money that is going to take to now go and acquire these arms to... We just heard from Aaron the story of a DSTV crew that were ambushed, kidnapped, and so forth on their way to Uyo by road.
Yes.
And my thing is, we haven't even finished the issue of state policing. Mm-hmm. We haven't dealt with the insecurity in all the different corners of the nation, where we know that in many instances, some of these police force and so forth may not even have all the things they need to be able to enforce the law. So before we start focusing on traffic, I think let's first focus on the real issues concerning insecurity that are happening around the country.
Absolutely. I know that you guys saw that story about this police officer that was killed, talking about the dangers of firearm. I think Benjamin Hundeyin had responded, if you can pull up that tweet about this police officer, Inspector Saka Ganiu, killed in the line of duty by the Nigerian Army soldier on Wednesday, October 9, 2024, for attempting to stop a motorist who later turned out to be a soldier driving against traffic in the Ojo area of Lagos State. I mean, these are the issues at hand. People that are manning our roads, it's a big problem. A big problem in the United States that have been a burning issue even in the electioneering process. But I guess we can head over to the United States now. Can we, or do you want to say something? A quick comment on this.
Now, I think this should be brought to the attention of the Chief of Defense Staff and the Chief of Army Staff. I think as part of orientation for Nigerian soldiers, they need to be reminded that Nigerians are not bloody civilians. Mm-hmm. We're in a democratic dispensation. And the Nigerian army cannot constitute a law unto itself. It's under the civil dispensation, there were some Kai officers around the Yaba area who were also beaten up by soldiers. And they were one of them was bloodied.
Yes,
now in this particular case too, another person has been killed. Another, the fact that we are referred to by soldiers as bloody civilians does not mean that they must take our blood. They are entitled to behave under the rule of law and under the Constitution, which is supreme in this country.
Yes,
that's the point. But the military authorities can be advised to look into this particular
I believe
incident.
they have responded as well. They have. Well, may